Haddonfield is one of the Rose City's strongest supporters, and they feel that it's the tight family aspect of each band pulling for each other that has helped the scene be so successful, something that hasn't always been the case. Since their inception in early 2002, the scene has responded and made Haddonfield one of their favorite bands.
I just think it has a good scene because the bands work as a community.
With everyone, like all the bands becoming like kind of helping each other out, I think it helps big time.
Oh yeah, well there's a lot of good shit coming out of Rose City. And I don't know, it's doing a lot more than it ever did before, so.
Not everybody was as united when it all started, or as they are now, you know. A lot of bands changing members and stuff changed a lot of things too, I think.
The Rose City scene, like, together has a way better community of bands, I think, than any scene in any area close to here that I've gone and played shows with. Even places like St. Catharines and stuff that are just yap. Like, it's a way bigger city, but they can get bigger shows because they got more people, but they don't have nearly as loyal a fan base, and the bands don't get along nearly as well.
Haddonfield are as influenced by local bands as they are by metal gods. With each member coming from different yet similar backgrounds, they were all on the same page when the band began.
I've always enjoyed Fuzzbug. Bands like that, like, I remember from the very beginning of being there.
And these walls are really good.
Death Wish. Death Wish a lot. Really like Death Wish.
Snips.
Dead Only Better are really good. They're super, super tight. Maiden and Metallica.
Lars in a way that I grew up with that music. And always loved that style, even though a lot of people think it sucks.
Everyone hates Metallica. It's so awesome. It's so skid to like Metallica. That's the coolest thing about them by far, I think.
14 to like 20, those years are the influences.
With their goals in mind, they all agree that in the end, it doesn't matter how your music gets out there, just as long as it gets out there.
We kind of set our goals like piece by piece. Like, we have no long-term goals. We take it as it comes, kind of. Anything that will act as a vehicle to take our music to everybody, like, we'll take, basically. I don't care about whether it's a big record label, small record label, or no record label. If we can make enough money just playing shows to do it all ourselves, then that'd be ideal.
In June 2003, Haddonfield released their first demo CD, and they're hoping it will spread their fan base beyond the Rose City's limits. While recording, members from A Day and a Death Wish, Dead Only Better, to Ceremonial Snips, FOB, and In These Walls stopped by to help out with gang vocals. Even this shows that the Rose City scene would rather work together than against each other, whether it's helping one another in the studio or getting together to put on a great show.
We work well as a team, like, all together, trying to get kids out to shows.
Death Wish wearing a Haddonfield, there are guys in Haddonfield wearing DOB shirts and like Snip shirts and Sweet FA shirts.
Right now in the scene, everyone is working together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never really been like that as far as I can remember. It's always been controversy between bands.
But it isn't anymore.
No, it's a united scene now.
Haddonfield wouldn't be half the band they are without the four guys who are in it. Some come from different bands, and a few of them are longtime bandmates and friends. Take a moment and meet the men of Haddonfield.
Being in a band with Brad, eh? Like a fucking asshole.
It's a real pain in the ass. It's really controlling.
All of us together are best friends.
Totally.
No, it's good times. I don't know, he knows a lot of stuff, he knows what he's doing, so he pretty much just puts everything together.
Me and Brad get along pretty well, like, for the most part. We understand each other to a certain level where, like, mostly whatever is said or whatever isn't said, like, we can work it out pretty much most of the time.
Ever since I've been old enough to care, I've been playing in a band. It's what I love to do. Like, music consumes all my thoughts. Like, anything I'm doing, I'm thinking about music.
I think he helps us tremendously. He's been in it the longest and he has a lot of good ideas.
I think if I wasn't in a band, I don't even know. I would have found another hobby by now, but I don't think I'd even be who I am.
Paul was a party animal rock star.
We're like brothers. We grew up playing together. Ever since I've been in a band, pretty much, he's been in it too.
But me and Bob, like, I don't know, it just seems like we really play, like when we play together, it seems like we both know each our own style. Like I know how he plays and he knows how I play. So like everything works out pretty good.
Started out like every regular person in the same time era as me, like playing like Nirvana songs, and from there I went into punk rock. We came from the original Dead Only Better, which was Ruckus, and then from there I branched to Sweet FA, and then into this.
We're best friends. Like, I love being in a band with him. Like, we just, you know, we always make that eye contact where it's just, I don't know, it's not the only time we see each other at all, you know, so it's kind of like just another thing that we do together.
Love Mark, good guy to drink with.
He's great. He doesn't think he is, but he's got a lot of awesome ideas.
I was in the Snips, the ceremonial Snips, and then I left that band.
The quote ceremonial unquote Snips.
Yeah, and I left that band for this band.
Like, we were friends even before we started playing together. Just at first, we didn't really know each other as well as I knew the other two guys, but after like a really short time, we got super close. And
Mark and Bob together, I think, are a really good team. He's a good man, even though I hate Frenchmen.
I don't know.
Just joking.
Well, I don't know about Marasco.
Marasco I've known since like high school, and like always loved the Madman.
I don't really know what they think of, like what they have, what their perspective is of me, actually. Tim Alexander from Primus, I'd say it's probably a big one. Omar Hakim, Buddy Rich, a lot of jazz drummers. Drummer from the Police is probably a huge favorite too.
me and Mike are bros. Like, we were friends way before we started playing together.
Madman, and that's all there is to it. Like, can't beat that.
Every song has to start somewhere, whether it begins with a short riff or a slow breakdown. But it's in the practice that songs get arranged and rearranged, with each member putting their own signature trademark on it. Watch a song get born with Haddonfield, where they'll show you that musicians have their own language, and sometimes the hardest part of a song is when you change the strumming.
We changed the main riff just like the slice. Like we kept the riff, but we just changed the strumming. That part? No, we changed it again.
Yeah. I can't do it. I just think we should use the first riff thing. This is the same thing. What? Do that. So go right back.
Sound right. What was that chord that suspension you were going? When we go to the low E, are you not going to E?
Sounds awesome, I think.
So I just put your hand sounds off.
Then we just play that riff. I don't play it again, I'm confused. What was that?
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's 4 times through, but it's
yeah,
you know that one. You do this 4 times. It's 8. It's just 8, like. Exactly it. Do that again. awesome riff to fade out with on us if it was recorded.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We just get people on stage to turn our amps down.
Oh, yeah.
With Haddonfield already conquering the Rose City, their sights are set on bigger goals. By playing shows outside of Welland and by playing with different bands, they plan to pull more people onto their bandwagon. And if their popularity in the Rose City is any indication, you'll be hearing a lot more from Haddonfield.